Hello, my beautiful friends. Did everybody have a beautiful weekend? So, today I thought I would share with you. I got a new PR package that came my way by Morphe. I am so excited. You guys know I rarely get PR packages. So, when I do get them, I get super excited and I want to share them with you. And yeah, what I thought I would do is just do a bunch of swatches because it's all palettes and I clearly can't place all of them on my eyes. I only have two. So, we'll come up with a look, of course. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you. Again, do a bunch of swatches. And I did purchase a few things that I also want to share with you. So if that seems like something you might enjoy, please stick around. But before we get started, please like and share this video. Make sure to leave a comment down below. I truly enjoy reading those. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would love to see you again. All right, you guys, let's just get started. Okay, so I have played around with my lighting again. So please in the comments let me know how I look. If I look too bright, if the lights are too bright. Yeah, you guys, it's just the never ending story with me. It's been the entire time that I've been on YouTube. I move or I move things around and the lighting gets all crazy. And I did buy like a diffuser to go over the light, but it still might be just a little bit too bright, but I don't think I'm as yellow as I have been lately. Hopefully I'm not, but yeah, just let me know in the comments what you guys think. It truly does help me, with my setup here. Okay, so right now I'm just applying some primer. This is one I get on Amazon. I've been using the same one forever. So yeah, you guys, I'm super excited. Again, I rarely get any PR. It's just, I mean, once in a great while. But it seems like I do get it consistently from Morphe. So I really appreciate them and that they think of me and they send over whenever they come out with like new products. Okay, so this is the PR package that they sent over. I mean, how nice is this? I get so excited, and it's called Must Have Mats. But yeah, it's pretty hefty, and let me just open it. So yeah, I just get so excited when I see something on my doorstep from Morphe. So inside, it looks like there are three larger palettes, but these are all like little trios. I am super excited about these. Now, these do have like that metallic shimmer in them, or what do they call it? That's it, molten metal. So all of those have a molten metal in there, but the other ones are matte. And then on top here, there is like a little dual end brush. So really exciting stuff, you guys. So let's just dive into the first palette, and it's called, it looks like Mauve Mode. So these ones here, I believe, have six. Yeah, these have six matte shades in there, and I love just a complete matte look every now and then. I think it's just very, I don't know, every day. And it just, I don't know, if you do it right, it just looks really nice. And a great thing is too, you could place a topper over any of these, and yeah, just really exciting stuff. So this is the palette here, which I think is really, really pretty. I love all the tones here. This one is the one that I absolutely love. It's like a mauve type eyeshadow. This one works really, I think, well with my skin tone, my hair color. So yeah, I do love this shade here. But let's swatch all of these, and yeah, it's really nice in packaging. It does have a mirror. So yeah, let's just swatch all of these. So I'm just going to go into the first row here. That's the one that has that really pretty shade, and that's how I'm going to swatch all of these. I'm going to go from what is this? Your guys's, I don't know, but it's my right to left, and then I'll just do the same on the lower. And what I do is I swirl each shade 3 times, so everything should be pretty even. So let's go into this. Oh, I went backwards, so but you guys know what I mean. That is on that top line there, and this is the middle shade, And this is that, ooh, that is that white shade. This is a great shade to either place all along the lid when you first apply your shadows, like over your base. And it's really nice, like in your inner corner or up by your brow bone. So that is the first row there. And let's go into the second row. And I'm going to, again, I'm just going to go from right to left. And again, I just swirl 3 times. So let's go into that shade here. That is really pretty. I thought that was going to be so much deeper, but no, that is gorgeous. And this is that middle shade. It's almost, ooh, that is pretty too. In the palette, it looks almost like a gray, but it has like that hint of purple in it. Hopefully you guys are seeing that one. And then this one here is like a deep plum. So I think they swatch pretty good, especially my skin's drier, so it's not going to apply on your hand like it would your lid. So, but at any rate, you can see how beautiful that is. So that is the Mauve palette. I really, really love this one. I can see myself reaching for this one quite often. So, and that's the outside packaging. I don't even know if I shared that with you guys. Okay, now this one is called the Tailored Nudes. So this is the packaging here. So it has like a, I don't know, it's like a taupe color. You can tell there's an M in there. Now this one, when I first opened it, I think that the black had just, I don't know, it's not broken, but I had seen like some black had bled over here. So something wonky happened in transit. But yeah, at any rate, it looks like they do have a very light shade again. And these are the shades here, super pretty. So let's swatch these. I'm going to go, I'm going to try to remain consistent here. 3 swirls, and let's go in with the lighter shade. So that one is a more snow white. It's not as bright as the one in the mauve. So I appreciate that they are different shades here. And then that's a great transition shade. And this one looks like, yeah, that's definitely like, ooh, I don't know. That's like a brownish taupe. I really love that shade there. Okay, so let me just clean off my hand and then we're going to go into the second row here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And all of the ones here, there is the M that's like, I don't know, embossed in there. I guess that might be the word. So anyway, this is the shade. Ooh, look at that. That's a true gray shade. Oh my gosh, you guys, I might have a lot of fun playing with these. And that one's a really deep one. This shade is almost, it can become very muddy very quickly. I've used a shade like that before, so you just got to be careful with that one. And this is that intense black, and that is really intense. Woo. This would be great, of course, you know, at your lash line. If you want to do like a wing, if you don't want to wear eyeliner. Actually, these two would really be a great option for that. Okay, you guys, I really love this palette too. Okay, you guys, I accidentally messed up. I placed these palettes on the wrong slot. This one, the one that I just swatched, is not the Tailored Nudes, which makes sense because that seemed a little odd to me. This one is actually called Under a Slated. So yeah, this one, the one with the black in there, yeah, that's not the nudes, that's Under a Slated. So that makes sense. This one here is called a Tailored Nudes. Oops, upside down. So this would make more sense. So let's take a look at this palette. Ooh, this one is a very warm palette. So I don't know. These are great tones. Sometimes they can be a little iffy on me, but I'm definitely super excited about these. This would be perfect for the fall. Yeah, let's just swatch these, and you know, what doesn't work for me would definitely work for somebody else. It's just sometimes I gotta be just very careful with these warms. But ooh, super pretty. That's like a really pretty brick shade. Again, there's a super light shade here, and that's more like a really nice beige, like a soft beige. And this is the middle shade there. Ooh, that is super pretty. I love that. And this is that brick shade. But as you can see, how beautifully these these do blend out. So beautiful. I love these. Okay, let's go into the second row here. So again, I'm going to do 3 swirls, and that one's an iffy shade too for me, but we're gonna see. And this one, ooh, that is super pretty. Ooh, I love that shade right there. And this is the middle shade. Yeah, when they get super deep like that, I always get nervous that they're gonna be super muddy on me because I'm not the best at blending. So those shades there, I would just go in super, super light and work my way up. But that is super gorgeous. You guys, so far, so good. I am just really enjoying these palettes. You guys know that I have just really been loving Morphe, not just because they're sending me PR, but I have purchased so many things on my own, and I have loved everything that they have been launching lately. I think they've just really come a long way, in my opinion. But I always loved their palettes. I always thought they were really nice, but I don't know. It just seems like the past few have just really been super, super pretty. Okay, let's go into these little trios here. These are great for like travel or if you're doing something just super fast. So, and I love the packaging, how adorable. And this is called Tool Order. Yeah, you guys know I am the worst with pronouncing things, but at any rate, this is, ooh, that is the palette here. And these have a mirror as well. I mean, how nice are these? And honestly, I haven't even looked at the prices, so of course, I'll place that somewhere around here, how much these palettes cost. But what I love about these molten metals here, you can use them dry or you can use them wet, and they do become more intense. But let's swatch these 3 here. So we're going to go, and let's just do this one dry at first and see what these look like. So they felt very buttery, and ooh, they do apply really nice as well. They're very similar to those other palettes that I just swatched as well. So those are the shades here. But let's go into that molten one. And what I'm going to do is wet my finger. Actually, I'm going to go into the molten metal first, as you can see here. Now I'm just going to spray my finger with just a little bit of water, and let's try to go next to it and see if there is a huge difference. Yeah, as you can see, it's just a little bit more intense. The shade does change slightly, and if I go back at, ooh, yeah, it does build up a lot better if it is wet. But let me go back into that middle shade and let's just go over the dry one and just see. Yeah, this one, it looks like a muted pink where this one is really intense. Hopefully you guys can see the difference there. But that is that little trio there. Super pretty. I hope you guys are enjoying this type of video. I just didn't want these sitting in my drawer, never to be seen. I thought this would just be super fun. And it's always just fun just to hang out. So hopefully you guys are having as much fun as I am. Okay, now this one is called Sequence. So Dream Sequence is this one. And this one is like a really soft tan packaging, where this one is like a muted pink, as you can see here. Hopefully you guys can tell a difference in this lighting. But let's go into this little trio and see. Ooh, so pretty. Now, this one is like a shimmer. So the only matte one is this one here. So let's swatch these. Of course, I love that bronzy one in the middle. And I love this that last shade too. So let's go see. Ooh, Look at this. And the great thing about these trios too is that you can mix them. Like you don't have to just stay, married to this particular palette. Well, I guess you would if that is the only palette that you picked up. But you can also use this like with your other palettes, like incorporate it with another palette. So as you can see, this one is pretty light. Now my skin, I used like a tanner today, so it is a little harder to see. Let me just put that one on my face here so you can see it better. This is probably what I should have been doing. Now let's go into that Molten Metal. And what did I already do with my water, you guys? I literally just set it down. Oh my word. I don't know about myself. Okay, so now I'm just going to spray this one here with a little bit of water. And we're going to go right next to, oh yeah, as you can see, it turns into a completely different formula. It turns into a different shade altogether. When it's dry, it looks a little bit more bronzy. When it's wet, it's almost, yeah, it does have a lot of shift to it. So super pretty. There's almost like a rose gold when it's wet. So hopefully you guys can tell that. Let me just go on my cheek here so you guys can see. Isn't that beautiful? And then this is that really pretty shade there. Maybe I should do this on my face. I think we get a better idea. Let's switch it up. Okay, let's go into the next palette. And this one does look like a taupe packaging. And this one is called Cut to the Lace. I love these names. Ooh, this is super fun. This would be a great palette for a night on the town. So there is two mattes and that molten metal in here. So let's swatch this one. So I'm going to place these on my cheek. I think that's just I don't know, the best way. And this is the lighter shade right there. So as you can see, yeah, that is like a taupey shade. So, ooh, that is super pretty. That was this shade right here. Now I'm going to go into the Molten Metal. Now this one is very shifty. This one has, as you can see, the light, how it catches it. It has like a blue. Oh my gosh, there's like a pink. Oh, there's so many different colors in that. So, and that's that really deep one there. Yeah, isn't that pretty? And as you can see, this one here too, hopefully you guys will catch all the different shifts. This is going to be very hard which one I'm going to place on my eyes today. Okay, let's go into the next one. It's called Jewel Intentions, and the packaging looks like a mauve on the outside, and then on the inside, these are the shades here. So pretty. Again, this one has two mattes and one molten metal. So let's swatch these ones. Ooh, these are so pretty. And let's see. Okay, so here they do give you like a lighter shade. And then that is that molten metal. Ooh, look at that one. And that is that really deep shade there. Super pretty. I love that one. Let's wet that one and just see what happens. Yeah, see how it changes to a completely different color? That's almost like a purple now, where this one is more like a silver. Ooh, super pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go into the last palette. This one looks like it does have like this is like almost like a navy, oh, I don't know, like a green, blue packaging. And this one is called, makes sense, it's called Jean Spirited. How cute is that? And this is these are the shades here. Oh, love that. Again, there's a lighter shade. I'm wondering if it's as close to this one. No, see how it's a different tone? This one is more, the one that I'm placing next to it, this one has almost like a pink tone to it, where this one has more like I don't know, cream tone. So let's go into all 3 shades here. And again, that is that really pretty cream tone. This is that Molten Metal. Ooh, that is so pretty. That's like a true gold. And then this has a black. Ooh, that's intense. Is that black? Or is it, see how it almost has a hint of navy to it? Let me grab the one in here that has black, and let's see if it is black or if it's just the, see the difference? This is a blue, but in the palette, it definitely looks, in my lighting, it looked black, but as you can see, clearly 2 different shades. Love that. Okay, let's go back into the Molten Metal, and we are going to wet that and just see if there is a difference. So I'm just going to do 1 spray, and 1 spray is the trick, you guys. 1 spray. Look at the difference. Wow, that is so stunning. I can't wait to hear in the comment section what palette you guys like the best. What is one that you would think or consider is more your vibe? I don't know. It just depends on your mood. Like me, I'm always just changing things up. But I'm so excited to have these in my collection, especially these small ones, because on the daily, that is basically what I grab for, is just something super fast and simple. And even like I said, if I wanted to, mix the 2 palettes or 3 palettes, I can. So super exciting stuff, you guys. Again, let me know in the comments which one you loved the most. Okay, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I think I'm actually going to use the Tailored Nudes, which is that really rich, warm palette. And the only reason why is because the shirt that I'm wearing today, I think it would just go really well. It'd be super fun. And then what I think I'm going to do is probably use one of these or both of these Molten Metals and the palettes here. I think that would go really well with the palette. Was there like a true gold? I don't think that there was, to tell you the truth. I think they all were very shifty. Yeah. So these are the 2 closest. I think this was the closest of the 2 that was a true gold, where this one had more like a rose gold in it. So again, we're just going to play around. So where I'm going to start is with this palette. Again, it is called the Tailored Nudes, and I'm going to place this shade on a very fluffy brush. And this one is by Miss AOA. You guys see me use this all the time. And what I do is just place a good amount, and I'm just going to place that all along my whole lid. And what that does is just take that tackiness from my primer, just calms it down a little bit, and I just find like my other shades will really blend very nicely on top of that. Okay, I really want to try their brush here. Hopefully that's not a mistake here, but it seems like a nice brush, and they do have great brushes too. Okay, so where I think I'm going to go now is this shade, of course, and now what I'm going to do is just place that right. Ooh, I love this brush actually. This is perfect for your crease. As you can see, how beautifully it just fits in your crease. I mean, it just really grabbed right a hold up there. It's getting nice and deep into that, I don't know, crevice there with my big wrinkle that goes over the top of my lid. So, ooh, this might be one of my new favorite brushes. How nice is that? Okay, so I will go into another brush. Actually, I knew I love their brushes. This is one I use all the time on my channel, and it is by Morphe. Huh, who would have known? Okay, now what I'm going to do is go, I will say there's a little bit of kickback, as you guys can see, when I go into the palette, but I have said this once and I'll say it 100 times. Sometimes that's nice, because that's just really going to make the shadow blend beautifully. When they're really tightly packed, I feel like they're super sticky and I start skipping. And yeah, I actually like something that has a little bit of kickback. So anyway, I'm going to go back into that really light shade there. And I'm just going to go right at the edge there. I love doing that because that is just really going to soften that edge there, just so it's not so choppy. It's going to really just seem a little bit more seamless. Okay, and then you guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go into this shade right here, this really pretty brick shade. Oh man. And I'm going to tap it off just slightly. Let's go in slow. And ooh, these are pigmented. You guys, I hope you're seeing how pigmented they are. But oh, this brush is amazing. I love this brush. But this is blending so effortlessly. I love this. Okay, now I'm going to go back into the other end. And that makes it convenient. And I'm just going to blend that one shade that I just put down with that other one. And let's go into this shade right here. I'm not going to go too intense today because it's daytime and I am going shopping in just a minute. And now I'm just going to place that right on this outer corner and just kind of sweep it. And I'm not going to panic yet because it does look super choppy, but I'm going to grab just a little bit more and place that right there. Now what I'm going to do is just clean off my brush completely with that same side. And now I'm just going to really blend that out. And now what I'm going to do is take a super clean brush. So now I'm just going to take that and really just blend out that outer edge. Okay, you guys, that is super, super pretty and fun. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, well, let's do this just so we get an idea. So I'm actually going to, I found my favorite brush. I have been looking everywhere. This, I don't even think it's available anymore. I got this years ago and it's from, I think like the crayon case or something like that. But yeah, if you could ever find something super flat and dense like that, it's perfect for what I'm about to do. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this shade here, and let's just play around, you guys. If it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. And let's just place that towards the outer edge here. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did that. That is really pretty. Hopefully you guys are seeing what that does. I hope this isn't too bright. That is so pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to clean the brush and we're going to go into this super pretty shade there. And I think this one is going to be more of a true gold. I could be wrong. And let's go into, it's almost like a dirty gold, if that makes any sense. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And again, I went into that shade with a dry brush, but let's just place a little bit more. One spray. Remember, just one spray. So that did become a little loose. So let me just do, oh, I have to get the brush. I'm getting everywhere but the brush, you guys. I kid you not. Oh, my eyesight is so bad. Ooh, yeah, that really kicks that up a notch. So pretty. I love this palette. Now, I probably would never do that. I don't know. I might do that again. Yeah, I almost think that inner corner's too dark and that rose gold is too light. But you never know, you guys. Who knows? Now what I'm going to do is go in with another brush and I'm going to lighten that inner corner. So this one here with this palette, this is like that shimmer that was super pretty. So I'm going to take that and just place that in the inner corner just to lighten everything up there. That looks a lot better. I am super happy I did that. Something's been going on with my voice lately. I hope you guys are hearing it and it's not just me. Like every once in a while, I don't know, it like almost shakes. It's driving me crazy. It's probably old age. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this matte shade here, and that's almost like a white. And I'm just going to place that right at my brow bone just to lighten that area up just slightly. And let's just take that all across with whatever's left on the brush where it's not as intense. But over here, I do want it just slightly intense. And now what I'm going to do is go back into this shade here, the very first one, the one that I set in the crease. And I'm just going to create just a little bit more right up towards the brow bone. And I think that looks super fun, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I cannot wait to play with so many of these palettes. So what I'm going to do is just go off camera, finish this whole look. I'll come back. I do, like I said, I have a couple more, just nothing crazy, a couple more products that are new that I purchased. And yeah, you guys, we'll just call it a day, but super, super fun. Okay, I lied. I wanted to come back really quick and to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take this here. It's called a multitasker by NYX. So I'm going to place just a little bit on the back of my hand. I haven't done this in so long. So what I'm going to do is grab quite a bit of this shade here, that really deep chocolate brown. So I'm going to place that on an angle, a brush here. And I'm going to pack it on there pretty good. And now I'm just going to go into that little multitasker and just grab a little bit and mix that in with it. And that's going to create almost like a liner. And what I'm going to do is just go all along my lash line here with that. And it's giving me pretty good color. Now the only thing with that multitasker is it will dry down pretty quick, so you do have to move pretty quickly here. But the good thing is you can always just go back and get more. It's super inexpensive, and a little bit goes a long way. So as you can see how beautifully that worked out. Hopefully you guys can tell that. Okay, before I forget, I cannot even tell you how much I love this dual end brush. This worked out so well and made everything so much more easier. I think everything just blended so beautifully. Truly, truly love that brush. Okay, another thing that I purchased, I saw this. I'm sure most of you guys know her. Smitha Deepak came out with a new super, what is this, skin superfood. I purchased it. I was like this was the first batch that went out. It's already sold out twice. So I can see why. Well, everybody loves her. And if you watch her video, her skin has completely transformed. I don't know if you guys remember, she had really dark under circles. Those have faded so much, and she said that she's been using this for 7 months. So I am super excited. I've already tried it twice, and I will tell you that my makeup looks completely different. I'm going to tell you, around my nose, it like takes off the blackheads. I mean, it is just amazing. The only flaw that I find in this is that it's all natural herbs. So there are like chunks of, I don't know what it would be, but like herbs. So when you go to rinse it off, you know, if you're not closing your eyes really well, a little piece of that could go in your eye. You know, that's the only thing. I wish I could find like a piece of it in there, but when it dries down, it just, you know, has that. It's herbs, so it's going to be very textured, but it is amazing. So I've just learned to really close my eyes. I don't open my eyes until I know that it's thoroughly rinsed off. Another flaw, not flaw or con to it, is I wouldn't wear, you know, clothes that you're going to be going out in, because if it does get on your clothes, it has turmeric and it will wash off, but you're going to have to change for the evening, because I did notice that, thank goodness I had my pajamas on when I was using it. It did get on my pajamas and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, that is the only thing, because it turns like that orange because it has turmeric in it. But other than that, I see that it is really going to transform people's skin. So super excited. It was super affordable. This whole pouch here was, I want to say, $17, free shipping. And the reason why she kept it in such simple packaging is because she wanted to keep the cost low. And then it did come with like a bowl and spatula set. Of course, that was sold out. I didn't get my hands on that, but at least I got my hands on this, and I really, really, truly love it. I've already tried it once. Okay, another product that was sent to me in PR was by Revie Beauty. Now, you guys have seen me review the black mascara. I absolutely love it. I love the formula. It is amazing. But this is in the shade brown, and so many people love a brown mascara. I tend to not use brown mascaras, because in my head, because my hair is so dark, that, you know, it only makes sense to use a black mascara. But so many people rave about it. They said if you want a softer look, I don't know how it's going to go with this pretty wild look today, but a lot of people do love it. And another reason why I stay away from brown mascaras is because it tends to, I don't know if it's the formula or it's the shade, but it always looks auburn on my lashes. So I'm really hoping that this one doesn't. So let's give it a whirl, you guys. I'm super excited. See, like right here, it does look like it has an auburn hue to it, but we're going to see, you guys. I absolutely love this formula, so I'm super excited to try this. If you haven't tried anything by Revie Beauty, honestly, you're missing out. It's I almost poked my eye. I did poke my eye, but yeah, you're missing out, because it is, everything she's put out has been literally gold. It is amazing. And what I love about this brush, as you can see, ooh, see how soft? Now this doesn't look auburn at all. I don't see any red undertone to this mascara. It's just like a rich chocolatey brown. Oh, I love that shade. Yeah, this would be great for if you want a softer look, you just want a natural look that day, you're not wearing a lot of makeup. This will go beautifully. But where I was going with this mascara, ooh, that is so pretty. Where I'm going with this mascara is go get a little bit extra on your brush. Then when you go back in, turn it this way. Don't use it the traditional way. Turn it this way. And it is going to do something magical to the lashes. She mentioned that in a video, and you got to be careful, because it does seem awkward, and you know, you could poke your eye. Well, I didn't normally, but you can poke your eyes. So just go in slow until you get the feel of it. What do you guys think? That is super pretty. Ignore the mess down there, but other than that, yeah, there is no red to this whatsoever. Yeah, it's just a very chocolatey brown. Beautiful, beautiful brown mascara. So I'll just do this other eye, come back, and we just have, I think, 2 more products that I want to share with you. Okay, so that is 2 coats of the mascara. As you can see, that is so pretty. With this look, it really tones it down. If I had the black on, it would just be more dramatic. But this makes it, I can see where people say it just softens the look. And what I love about that brown mascara is I did place a little bit on my lower lashes, which you guys know I never really do. But because it's so soft, it's not harsh. It looks really pretty. So I love the brown. I'm telling you, their products are just out of this world. Okay, and then I did get a new lip product. Now this I did find over on you know where, TikTok, but it was so cool and unique that I had to have it. And I really hope, here's a problem. I ordered two different shades. They only sent the one. So I contacted them today and they're actually going to reimburse me. And what I'll do is buy the shade I wanted. So I don't think this shade's going to go with this look, but I have to show it to you. And this is by, I think it's called that Swatches. They make a lot of products that are, I don't know, like almost semi-permanent. I did purchase that, I don't know what it's called. Let me grab it really quick. It's this here. Yeah, it's called the Peel Off Lip Liner. So I think I've tried something like this before, but I want to try it again because so many people use this and I'm going to have to just play around with it. But we're not going to use this today. I really want to use this one. And this is called the Double Down Lip Liner. Now, this is in the shade 07 and it's called Cool Mauve. So it's probably not going to go with this look very well, but wait till you see this. So it looks just like this, simple packaging, but when you open it, you're going to see how there's two different shades. This is the lip liner and this is the lipstick. Let's give it a whirl. You know what they do over there, you know. Let's see if it really works. So I'm just going to go in. Oh, you guys can see what just happened. Oh, oh, it totally lined my lip. Something is real over there. Oh my goodness. Now the only thing is once you put your lips together, it kind of blends together. But it is, I can tell there is, it's hard to tell what's going on here. But you can go in with just the lighter shade and just fill that in a little bit more. And then if you need the lip liner, it really works. I love it. Oh my gosh. I think this is like the first like real beauty product. I mean, all of them work or something, but this one really does what it was showing over there. I am super happy. I have to get more shades now. That makes everything so much easier. You could totally overline with this. I truly believe that. It's not as, I don't think it's going to be as long wearing as a lip liner because it's so creamy. But if you're somebody that struggles with lip liner, this is your solution. I'm telling you, this is remarkable. Again, this is by Swatches and it's called the Double Down Lip Liner. Hopefully it's, or Lip Defender. Hopefully it is not just sold over there. Hopefully they have it on their website or maybe even Amazon. I'll check if it's on Amazon or something. I'll place it in the description box along with everything else I'm using today. And then I picked up, or they actually sent this as a free gift. And this is by Swatches as well. It's called their Lip Elixir. I guess it's supposed to be a combination of a lip balm and a lip oil. And it's in the shade 02 Bunny Tongue. Okay. Oh boy, that's an interesting name. So this is the shade here. I don't know what's going to happen with this look, but we're going to try it. So let's take a look at the doe foot. So yeah, just typical, you know, doe foot here. And let me get my mirror. And let's go in and see what this feels like. And I'm just going to try to keep this in the center here. Very comfortable. There's a slight pleasant scent, nothing flowery, nothing sweet. It's just pleasant, just very, very comfortable. And I really love that shade. That is super pretty. It's just very subtle. Okay, you guys, I think that is it. I think that's everything that I wanted to share with you today. This video is probably going to be longer than I wanted it to be. I was thinking I was going to get away with a shorter video, but I didn't realize how much swatching we had to do. But I do want to show you this. This is that mixing. It's also called a mixing medium, but this one by NYX is the multitasker. So that is just the eyeshadow. Do you see that? Let me just get some water and let's spray this down. Let's spray this down. Now with water, it does come off, but you can still see it's still on there. But, you know, it doesn't wipe away really easily. Okay, so they say that using water on your face is supposed to be really good. I tried it the other day. All right, you guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I had so much fun. I absolutely love this eye look. Again, this is something a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it turned out so pretty. I absolutely love all of these palettes. They are really nice to have in your collection. Even if you pick up one, it's just, I don't know, they're just really nice to really have in your collection. I'm super happy that I have an all matte. I don't have an all matte palette, so these are, yeah, just unbelievable. I love how the look turned out. I absolutely love this little duo lip pencil here. And I do really love the superfood. I think my skin is really going to take on a change. I'm really hoping that it's going to fade that really dark sunspot I have going on here. It really bothers me, so I'm really hoping it's going to do something there. Of course, I'll keep you guys posted. And I absolutely love this brown mascara. So, so pretty. All right, you guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please like and share this video. Please hype the video. I guess there's that button there. I hope it really helps me out. And yes, make sure to leave a comment. You know how much I love reading those. I can't wait to see you guys again. I love you so much. And until next time.